Today, it's going to be about understanding your numbers. So I have been sick for a few days, and one of my friends, Tim, said, "Hey, did you try the lemon thing?" So what's the lemon thing? He says, "Yeah, you just put it in your juicer and leave the peel on. All right, don't peel it because inside of it, like in the white stuff, there's about 70% more vitamin C. So let's try this." So there is value in understanding your numbers. Here's why. If you know what your conversion ratio is, you basically can predict how much you're going to make and how many people you're going to recruit in your business. So let me get to the drawing board and I'm going to show you the real numbers. Okay, let's break up the numbers. So the first step in my formula, what I do is I invite prospects to look at my business. All right, that's the first step. So once I have those invites, I'm going to send them to an overview of my company information. And then those who actually do the overview and they're interested to learn more, I'm going to go into more details about my company. And then the last step is going to be people who actually join my business. So invite, overview, more in-depth company information, and then join the business. All right, typically that's kind of the process. You may actually invite them to a live event in between. You may do any of those things. It could be right here, but basically that's typically what I've seen, and especially if I'm using the phone, calling people, inviting them over. So let's go back here. Invite. If I invite about 100 people to look at my business, I'm gonna get 50 to 40 people. All right, so let's say 40%. We're going to be conservative here. 40% of those who actually I invite will actually go and review the overview. All right, that means I'm booking them an appointment. They don't show up when I call them back. All right, and so 60% of them just drop out, or some of them, they just say, "No, I haven't had the time," or whatever reason. We're going to get about 40% who will actually review the overview. From those, 50%, or roughly around that, will actually go and review the more in-depth company information. So that's 20% of those 50%, which is 20 people. From those, we are getting about 30%. So 25, 30%. So let's say five actually join the business. That's my ratio. When you know your ratio, you can predict exactly how many people are going to join, your business and how much money you can make, because now you can break the numbers and know 5 people join your business. How much do you make when they actually purchase some products, get some customers, and start to build their business? You can start to create a model. There you have it. Okay, let's try this. I thought it would be worse. One of the keys to be productive is to combine your activities. So instead of being on the phone inside your house when you talk to your downline or prepare for a meeting like my meeting in a few minutes, I'm going for a walk.